In tonight's Crime Tracker, Louisiana State Police are investigating a fatal shooting between a Tangipahoa Parish deputy and what authorities are describing as a crime suspect late last night. Now, authorities say the shooting happened just before midnight on South Baptist Road near U.S. Highway 190 in Hammond. State police say the victim was identified as 48-year-old Timothy Douglas of Ponchatoula. Reports say a deputy attempted to stop a reportedly stolen vehicle that was being driven by Douglas. Officers say Douglas led the deputy on a chase before trying to flee on foot. During an attempt to take Douglas into custody, a physical altercation ensued, leading the deputy to fire his weapon at Douglas. Douglas was taken to the hospital where he later died. That investigation is ongoing, and anyone with any information is asked to contact the Louisiana State Police detectives.